harassing their own team players? Izzy said, Lord, season over. Y'all still harassing me? Get a life. The WNBA is still going on. But y'all want to be mad at Caitlin Clark for getting Rookie of the Year and mad at Isabelle Harrison for reposting this? This is ridiculous, bro.
Imagine getting attacked for congratulating a fellow player. That's exactly what happened to Isabelle Harrison after she praised Caitlin Clark's Roti win. Why are some WNBA fans taking things too far? Let's break down this crazy situation. So here's what went down. Harrison tweets a simple congrats to Clark for winning Rookie of the Year. No big deal, right? Wrong. Suddenly her mentions are blowing up with angry fans. You won't believe the stuff they're saying. It's like Harrison committed some huge crime by being nice to a fellow player. But you know what's even crazier? This isn't just about Harrison. It's exposing a whole mess of issues in women's basketball. We're talking fan rivalries, team loyalty gone wild, and maybe even some deeper problems. Why are fans so quick to attack? And what does this mean for the future of the WNBA? Let's dive into this drama and see what's really going on.
They've been winners all their life, right? They've been playing in hostile, rowdy environments all their life. They just young with old souls.
I think it'll definitely be a little bit of an adjustment period for myself, not really, having to do that so much. I woke up yesterday and I'm like, I don't know what.
You thought one tweet was bad. It's just the tip of the iceberg. WNBA fans are turning on their own players, and it's getting ugly. How did supporting your favorite stars become a battleground? This isn't just about Isabelle Harrison's tweet anymore. It's exposing a whole mess of issues in the WNBA fandom. We're talking about a growing trend of toxic behavior that's spreading like wildfire. Fans are taking sides in player rivalries, and it's getting way out of hand. Take the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, for example. Fans are so fired up, they're actually celebrating physical altercations on the court.
A Fever and the Chicago Sky are the two talked about WNBA franchises due to their two rookies, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Physical defense she's faced at the professional level and voiced frustration with the league's officiating, recently telling reporters, quote, I feel like I'm getting hammered and everybody is physical with me.
Can you believe that? It's like they've forgotten these are real people, not characters in some drama. But here's where it gets really messed up.
You got to remember, Angel Reese, her game, solid, professional, steady. She's going to be in the league for a long time.
At the ratings the last 4 or 5 games she played. I mean, and it's something that she'd been doing all season long. Never anything to this degree.
The Chicago Sky fan base is being called out for some serious toxicity. We're talking accusations of racism and unfair treatment towards players like Harrison and Reese. It's not just trash talk anymore. This is crossing some major lines.
Harassing their own team players? Izzy said, Lord, season over. Y'all still harassing me? Get a life. The WNBA is still going on. Admit it. The WNBA is not liking that Caitlin Clark and her fans is boosting up this revenue. Want to know why?
And you know what's crazy? Players are feeling the heat from their own fans. Isabelle Harrison had to speak out, saying, Lord, season over. Why still harassing me? Get a life. Imagine being attacked by the very people who are supposed to support you. That's gotta hurt. This toxic environment is taking a serious toll on players' mental health. Harrison's emotional response shows just how overwhelming these attacks can be. It's not just about the game anymore. It's affecting these athletes off the court too. But it's not just the players who are noticing. Camila Cardoso, another player, spoke up about this mess. She said fans shouldn't feel the need to attack opponents to support their favorite players. It's like, come on people, can't we all just enjoy the game?
And the WNBA season hopefully will be too. But we're really looking forward to capitalizing on this moment because it is a moment we're ready for. Caitlin and Angel Reese, coming off of last year's national championship, was the most viewed ever. Now this year, we blew those records away, and we're so excited to have Caitlin.
And let's talk about Angel Reese for a second. She's been getting heat for her reactions to aggressive plays against Clark.
At the end of the game, what happened, there's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals.
Some fans are accusing her of fostering a toxic environment. But is it fair to put all the blame on one player? Or is this a bigger problem with how fans are reacting? This whole situation is threatening the growth and positivity of women's basketball. Instead of celebrating amazing plays and talented athletes, fans are busy tearing each other apart. It's turning what should be an exciting sport into a battlefield of online hate and harassment.
Season long over Angel and stuff. They be antagonizing other fan base. The Chicago fan base is toxic.
When really, y'all are the racists. The people coming up with excuses to hate Caitlin Clark.
Now picture this, a star player wins Rookie of the Year, but there's no fanfare, no official announcement, nothing. Sounds crazy, right? Yet that's exactly what's happening with Caitlin Clark's roadie win. The WNBA's silence is speaking volumes, and not in a good way. You'd think the league would be all over this, right? Celebrating a new star, hyping up the future of the game. But nope, it's like they've gone into hiding. And you know who's not happy about it? The players themselves. Isabelle Harrison, one of the WNBA's own, is calling out the league for their silence. She straight up said, "I find it sad that the WNBA hasn't acknowledged Caitlin Clark being Rookie of the Year."
And showing that she support Caitlin Clark even though she's not on her team. I find this to be great. She is trying to bridge the gap. Isabelle Harrison is currently getting harassed online for actually praising Caitlin Clark and reposting her getting Rookie of the Year. Crazy. Isabelle Harrison reposted the tweet from Bleacher Report of Caitlin Clark getting announced being Rookie of the Year.
Ouch! When your own players are publicly expressing disappointment, you know something's not right. But it's not just about missing out on a celebration. This silence is causing some serious problems. Players are feeling neglected, like the league doesn't have their backs. And in the middle of all this online drama and fan toxicity, that's the last thing they need. Imagine being a player dealing with all this hate online, and your own league isn't stepping up to support you. It's no wonder Harrison got emotional during a press conference.
Izzy Harrison, you weird as F. What happened this time? She retweeted about CeCe winning Rookie of the Year. And oh my God, they is straight mad here. But y'all want to be mad at Caitlin Clark for getting Rookie of the Year and mad at Isabelle Harrison for reposting this? This is ridiculous, bro. And this is showing you how racist these fans could get. And people always poking at the Fever fans.
This stuff takes a toll, and the league's silence is only making it worse. Here's where it gets really messed up. By not addressing these issues, the WNBA is basically letting the toxic behavior continue. It's like they're giving the green light to fans to keep attacking players online. Not cool, WNBA. Not cool at all. And it's not just us saying this. Experts are pointing out that the league needs to step up and take action. They're arguing that the WNBA can't just sit back and watch this unfold. They need to be proactive, support their players, and help create a better environment for fans. Think about it. Every time there's a controversial incident, like players getting harassed online, the league has a chance to set things straight, but instead they're staying quiet. It's a missed opportunity to show fans how to behave and to stand up for their players.
Now, Caitlin Clark won the second most important award of the year, and we heard nothing from the WNBA about Caitlin Clark getting Rookie of the Year over who? Her teammate, Angel Reese. It's being reported that Sky players currently getting harassed online. Incredible throughout her basketball career, from college till now, and I'm sick of it. Caitlin, I'm riding with you, bro.
This isn't just about Caitlin Clark or Isabelle Harrison anymore. It's about all the players in the league. How are they supposed to feel confident and supported when their own organization won't speak up for them? It's creating a rift between the players and the league, and that's not good for anyone. And you know what's even crazier? This silence could actually hurt the growth of women's basketball. Instead of building excitement around new stars and great performances, the league is letting negativity take over the conversation. It's like they're shooting themselves in the foot. You might be thinking, is this just how things are now? But hold up. What if I told you there's a game plan that could change everything? A strategy that's worked wonders in other leagues and could transform the WNBA's fan culture overnight.
Or at the midpoint of a WNBA season that's been like no other. Record-setting numbers on the court, in the stands, and on television.
The guys have laughed at me for going, like, oh, I'm not doing that. They'll cover the men's basketball team, but they won't cover the women's.
And now it's very clear that, thank gosh we did that. We've really changed the game in marketing and digital and globalizing the game. You mentioned expansion.
Want to know what it is? Let's talk about how we can turn this whole mess around. First things first, the WNBA needs to step up and take a page from other leagues' playbooks. You know, like how the NBA and NFL have these awesome programs that teach fans about sportsmanship and respect. Yeah, we need some of that action in the WNBA.
Well, I just want to continue to see her growth for us being a leader, right? We know that she could hoop. We know that she could score the ball. We know that she can make others around her better.
NBA schedule, which factors into some of those records being broken, but that's okay. Like, all we want is more games.
You got to sit up there and pay attention to the rising tide. It lifts all boats.
Imagine if the league launched a massive campaign all about respecting players and celebrating everyone's achievements. Not just your favorites, but all the amazing athletes out there. That would be a game changer, right? But here's the kicker. It's not just on the league. Players and fans have got to team up too. We're talking about calling out toxic behavior when we see it and showing some love to all the players, not just our faves. It's like Camila Cardoso said, we shouldn't have to attack other players to support our own. That's just messed up. Now check this out. What if the WNBA created a support system for players dealing with online harassment? We're talking mental health resources, media training, the whole 9 yards. Because let's face it, dealing with angry fans online can really mess with your head.
If Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote savior, if she's the golden girl, milk it!
From your own fan base is crazy. And this is showing you everybody blamed the Indiana Fever fan base for all these races, bickering.
What I am upset about, it's like, hey man, your meal ticket is under constant attack. There's been dirty plays.
And get this, the league could set up special programs to educate fans. I'm talking workshops, online courses, maybe even some cool interactive stuff at games. The goal? Teaching everyone how to be a respectful fan and have those fire basketball debates without crossing the line. But you know what's really crucial? The players themselves need to step up and be role models. Imagine if your favorite WNBA star was out there promoting respect and sportsmanship. That would make a huge impact, right? And here's a wild idea. What if we had a player appreciation day where fans from all teams come together to celebrate every single player in the league? No rivalries, no hate, just pure love for the game and the athletes who make it awesome.
That Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. She's the cash cow. And wherever she goes, ratings follow. The WNBA draft. And go at Caitlin Clark with the fierceness that your competitive juices demand.
To see Caitlin surrounded by the players that are already on the Indiana team, because her vision is next level.
Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but will it really work? Well, here's the thing. Other leagues have tried similar stuff, and guess what? It's made a big difference. We're talking fewer fights in the stands, less online drama, and a way better experience for everyone. But here's the real game changer. Creating a healthier WNBA community isn't just about stopping the bad stuff. It's about building something awesome. Picture this. Fans from different teams having friendly debates online, sharing highlight reels of great plays, even from rival teams.
By putting in the hard work day to day, coming out there competing and leaving it all out on the floor. That's all you can ask in a young rookie.
Caitlin Clark is changing the game. She has thanked her for bringing light to the sport of women's basketball.
The rematch comes on the heels of the Reese Clark rematch last Sunday, which was the most watched WNBA game in 23 years.
And coming together to support women's basketball as a whole. And you know what's even cooler? When we create this positive environment, it's not just the current players who benefit. We're talking about inspiring the next generation of ballers, young girls seeing all this positivity and thinking, yeah, I want to be part of that.
They haven't said anything, no damn post, no nothing about Caitlin Clark winning this Rookie of the Year award.
Indiana Fever, all right, with Caitlin Clark, led the league in attendance both home and on the road. Fever averaged 17,000.
All right, let's get real for a second. This whole WNBA drama, it's on all of us to fix it. We can't just sit back and watch the toxicity spread. It's time to step up and be part of the solution. You know what's crazy? We have the power to change things. Every time we post a comment, share a highlight, or cheer at a game, we're shaping the WNBA community. So why not make it awesome? And imagine if we all started showing love to every player, not just our favorites? If we called out the haters and spread positivity instead? That's the kind of energy that can transform the league.
Seem like it's something, but I love Caitlin, and I love her game, and I admire everything that she's done.
The fan base, both new and old, us that have been true to this in terms of supporting women's sports, the demand is undeniable.
Here's the deal. The future of women's basketball is in our hands. Our support, our respect, our passion. It all adds up. So let's make it count and create a WNBA community we can all be proud of.